quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Taylor. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Wentz going to give this to Taylor. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Now Wentz on the bootleg. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a gain of 4 that time, and the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor punching it in from a yard away. And the Colts have tied things up. They can take the lead with the extra point. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. DeForest Buckner picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
First and 10, Taylor now. He's to the 10. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Hines. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Taylor. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Wentz now on third and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown. Jordan Thomas from a yard out. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and the lead is up to 8. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. They go play action with Wilson. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They work again from the 38 on second and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
Nice throw. Big man catches the football for a first down, and that big man, that's DK Metcalf, the 9th receiver taken in the 2019 draft class. I think if we redid it, he might very well be the first one off the board. 83 catches for 1,300 yards last year.
They go play action now. Wilson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Quiddy Pay brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From midfield now, here's Wilson.
And there's the rookie from Western Michigan, Dwayne Eskridge.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. To throw is Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. That catch good for only a couple.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle it for just a short gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, he's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
8th play in the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Now Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Tackle made by Demarius Randall.
So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Wilson. Now a leaping catch, he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st down, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. Second and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Again, Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 32.
Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On play action, Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. He's got the hook up here to Nelson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Wentz now on first down.
That's going to be caught by Alley Cox.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor.
Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Colts are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead is up to 15 now.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Dwayne Eskridge, the intended receiver.
But it's going to be second down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Wentz. Over the middle, complete. That's Hines. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40.
When the season began, the Colts went through a 3-man shuffle about who would emerge as the lead running back for them. It turned out to be Jonathan Taylor, the rookie out of Wisconsin. But when they needed a pass catcher out of the backfield, it was Nyheim Hines. 63 catches, 3rd most by a running back in the NFL.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Wentz now to throw.
He's got the tight end, Mo Alley Cox.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Throwing on first is Wentz. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Wentz. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
And that was Carlos Dunlap who got in to take him down.
Before making a move to Seattle, Carlos Dunlap was the Bengals' all-time sack leader. Ended up having 5 with the Seahawks in 8 games in 2020 as well.
Now after the sack, Wentz and the Colts, they're left looking at a 3rd and long.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Play action. It's Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
After the sack on 1st down, Wilson. And the pressure gets to him again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 95 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. So from back deep in their home territory, all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
To the right side, this is Taylor.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
118 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Hines. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
They run again with Hines. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now he's going to let it go deep, right sideline. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
2nd down and 8.
Now Wilson. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. DeForest Buckner. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now it's Wilson. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there.
On the return, it's Rodgers.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Hauling it in, Nelson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
Taylor's got the 1st down and more.
And finally down at the 9-yard line. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that, maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. DeForest Buckner able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they've got it very deep in enemy territory. It's inside the 5 at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal.
It's such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what they're making.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor
with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Colts are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken at the goal line. Esker's going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Gerald Everett is tied in, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson.
A pass underneath for Carson.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett. And it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He's going to go up top again.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He's going to let it go again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the handoff, Taylor. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Hey, switch gears. Take 4.
Wentz going to throw.
He'll drop this down to Taylor.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Brings up 3rd down.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
151 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
They'll run with Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it 1 more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Jamal Adams there on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total.
Again, it'll be Taylor.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. To throw is Wentz. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell there to make the grab. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Let's just be frank, they're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. They'll run on 1st down. Taylor down to the 25. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And a nice gain at 21 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Colts, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they'll have another home date next week as the LA Rams come to town. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans.